Yeah, Weege Show here from Millville. We found them. They get chauffeured. They get chauffeured at Millville. Amar, this is your last run here. We're gonna go vlog to vlog. I'm sure it'll be a very special trail train vlog. But this should probably be it, or maybe somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
But that's what you're feeling right now.
It's been a good run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you figured out the stats. How many times you've raced here?
Yeah, 14 in a row.
14 in a row. I'm gonna start calling you an Ironman. I did not realize this.
I will say, like, I was regretting not racing. I raced last year, but I was not ready because I was coming off the injury in Colorado.
Yes, but it kept the streak alive.
But I mean, we're at 14 now.
It kept the streak alive.
I'll take 14 or 13 any day.
You didn't even know that at the time.
No
That you kept it going. Are you pumped that you got to scratch that 450 itch? Was that part of it? Like, you had that in the back of your mind the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, coming into this year, I shouldn't say content, but I was happy with what I accomplished in the 250 class. It would have been nice to get more wins in the championship. But overall, like, I mean, that's what I was capable of, and I feel like I did that. But yeah, I definitely wanted to give the 450 a shot. So, and I feel like we did that.
Yes.
And it's been a blast. It's been tough, though. It's been tough.
Well, what I noticed is you actually admitted, you found out you are more of a 250 guy. You're admitting this.
Yeah, I mean, I do think if given some time, I'd be a little bit better on the 450.
Yep.
But I'm small, man. I'm just a little guy.
Is that part of the troll training diet right there? He can't do this. He's on camera, man. He advertises training programs.
Dude, you're so fast.
He's not like you, who's basically retired. He's gonna retire. You're basically retired. Basically retired. Are you ever gonna race, Phil?
No, I'm gonna race after I get to
He's part-time too.
Is there a chance? You're in the 450 class there. Is there a chance Phil is just scared?
I'm hiding.
He's hiding from having to race you.
Yeah.
Is there a chance?
I think this is just like a culmination of poor life choices and karma.
As he eats a cookie, as he stuffs a cookie in his face.
Definitely poor life choices. Poor life choices.
One other person to talk to, Sam. Good job with the chauffeuring. You love being on camera. Yeah. Oh, she almost spoke a little bit. You're gonna be back at a motor, or you were back at a motorcycle, Jeremy Martin.
Yeah, that's right. Watch out.
Okay.
250 boys, I'm coming for you.
Yes. So you're saying
I may be 29 years old, but I'm coming for you.
If all goes well, you might even race a national before this year's over, if all goes well.
Yeah, I'd love to. I already asked Brandon about it right away.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as I signed back in Supercross, I was like, hey, I want to get to know the team. I want you guys to figure me out on race day so we can find out how we tick, right?
Yep.
We'll use it as a training tool, no expectation. So that's how we would say it coming in.
Yes, no pressure.
If you don't see me on the podium, it ain't gonna be a disaster.
Out.
Yeah. So it's just to learn and get in the ring again, get in the ring of fire and get going. So we're excited.
You're going to club this week?
I'm going to club Sunday.
So we're gonna have an epic, all three of you guys on the same track, same day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of I did some jumps. I don't know if I should be jumping. Maybe give it a week on the turn track and then we'll graduate.
Okay, but Phil is now downgrading himself to 40% for fear of him putting it to you next week.
Yeah, if he's about 40%, he's 60%, he should be. Yeah.
You've been riding for months, dude. He just got on a bike.
3 weeks.
And you're eating cookies.
Excuses.
Yes, exactly. All right, good hanging out with the gang. What's up, Pooh? Remember Pooh Sipes from Monster Trucks? That's what they remember Pooh Sipes from Monster Trucks. And a pro racer as well. Let me get my bag. Now I gotta find my cookie girl. I said I wanted to wait. Where's my cookies? Here we go. All right. What did Phil take? Is there something left?
Phil took the Snickerdoodle.
Oh, no problem.
He said it's to stay, but we have the Monster Cookie.
All right.
Which is peanut butter, oatmeal, chocolate chips, M&Ms.
Okay.
Or the cookies and cream, which is Oreos and white chocolate chips.
I'm doing cookies and cream.
All right.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah.
We've had you involved with our live shows before. This is great stuff.
Thank you.
Wow, I got a free cookie out of the deal. Where do people go if they want some of this?
JackieReese.com.
Okay.
/Jared27 Race Bakery.
Is this you?
Yeah. I race snow bikes in the winter. Okay, we're breaking the news on the Weege Show here, but
I love it.
I'm retiring from snow bike racing. I've done it for 6 years now.
Okay.
I've been the only girl doing it, but yeah, retiring from the sport and
wow.
Yeah.
What are people gonna do in this area? We're losing Troll Train. Phil is basically retired as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Now you're just focused on the cookies.
I guess.
You're gonna be focused on the cookies.
I'll make Christmas cookies for you if you want.
Okay. I don't know if I'm coming back here at Christmas.
It's too cold.
We come here in summer. We're like, man, this is a beautiful place. We don't see the other side.
Not too bad.
All right, thanks, Jackie. Congrats on the career. Here we go. This is our monster stage where we do the show. So we do this every Friday. Come to the. It's not hard to find. It's a giant Monster Energy stage, and we have our show with guests every week. But we really took it to the next level by having both Alex and Jeremy and
the rest of these. One's for Steve Mathis.
Oh, no problem.
And,
yes.
JT won't eat one, I know.
No, he's monk-like.
Yes.
Monk-like existence.
So
you're giving these up.
If you need to make a friend, I know it's really hard for you, but if you need to make a friend, there's cookies.
What's really hard for me, Jackie, is giving up free cookies to somebody else.
True.
That's going to be tough.
The
Tell me you have more.
Yeah.
You have more, right?
No,
you're not giving me the last.
I sold out everything else. Yeah.
Okay. You're giving me, Mathis, and JT your last batch.
Yeah.
You're making bad decisions. Gosh, we thought Phil made bad decisions in life. Very good. Thanks. Appreciate it. One of the electric K-Tams. You don't see that much. Oh, it's the Mullins gang. All out here in Minnesota. What's up? What's up, Hot Rod? You're gonna pedal your way up that hill?
Maybe.
You can do it. It's Charlie Mullins, former GNCC champ, now the king of the GNCC mountain bike division. Yeah, he could scale Mount Martin. I could not scale Mount Martin. When they first built that, when it went all the way to the top, you like my free cookies? I did go to the top. Okay, obviously it's a cardio workout to go up a hill that steep, and I'll just give you the customary, the camera doesn't do it justice, but I'm telling you, it's so darn slick that you're doing army crawl. You have to go to the elbows, really, to not fear falling all the way down. To the point, I don't think you can see this in the camera, they actually built steps on the left side. See if you can see the steps. And by the way, they're transforming the track from amateur day, where they don't go up Mount Martin. There's a little set of rollers, like a double here, and they're getting rid of that roller, and now they're... Oh, I thought you were gonna clear it. Come on, Evel Knievel. Man, I'm gonna be liable. 3/4. Oh, what's up, gang? I got cookies. Do you want a cookie?
No, thanks. I'm good.
I didn't think he would, and I know you're not. What's that? Yeah, to crash.
They haven't seen it.
Oh, the can he landed it fine, and then it fell apart, like after. John, could you bicycle up this hill? Probably could. That's what I figure. Don't let us down. If John Tomac says he can't, the world's ending. Mullins, I want you and John Tomac to duke it out. Drag race up that hill.
I don't think I got it.
You don't think you got it?
You can take me.
National mountain bike champ, but still, no. John Tomac, dudes. It's a fun atmosphere we have at the Nationals on a Friday. Big thanks to Honda and the all-new CRF250R. That is our sponsor. No longer undefeated, but 5 out of 6 ain't bad if you're Jett Lawerence. And you know, it's funny, there's so much Jett Lawerence hype and so much Jett Lawerence talk. It's hard to believe that he could have a stat that actually makes him underrated. But how about this? You realize Jett Lawerence is the motor blowing up at RedBud away from being 6-0. 6-0. And maybe we'd be talking about an undefeated season, not a perfect season, not winning every moto. But is it in play? How many nationals is he gonna get before it's over? He's 5 out of 6, and the only way he didn't win was when his motor blew up. And I really feel that Jett tries to ride wise beyond his years and tries not to throw it away. I think he knows the speed and his talent and everything that he has going for him. You know, what's the main thing that's gonna derail him? It's crashes and injuries. And I think he rides to try to prevent that from happening. But then he had his back up against the wall after the DNF at RedBud, and look at how much better he has been since then. He was winning some of these overalls without winning motos. He was winning on days where he wasn't the fastest guy. He blew everybody away in that second moto at RedBud. Remember, Hunter had given him a run just the race before that at High Point. And at Southwick, he had it under control the whole time. So I feel like he's had another gear that he was gonna use if he needed it. He needed it, he did it. And now everybody else is on the back foot. We'll see if Hunter can respond, but here's the problem. Even if Hunter responds, even if Hunter has a much better weekend than he did at Southwick, I think the problem is he's going against a better Jett than he was a few weeks ago. And there's a lot of buzz about Joe Shimoda, how much he's stepped up recently, really looking good. So that should make the 250 class interesting as well. And then we talked the 450s. Look, there's Eli Tomac over there, still gnarly, still not willing to eat cookies. Maybe not as gnarly as his dad, but it's odd that he is winning all these motos and on a roll and looking unbelievable and spectacular and maybe as good as ever, but he's not the points leader. That is Chase Sexton. Let's say this about Chase Sexton. Since he jumped on a 450, he has been bad fast, but he's also had some bad crashes. Well, the hardest thing is to shore up the weaknesses, right? And he has done it. Sure enough, he has been ultra consistent to the point where this account that I saw on Instagram at MX Reference said that Eli Tomac has the most points after 6 rounds of anyone to not be in the points lead in the 450 class. I think that's ever. So let me explain that again. the amount of points Tomac has would put you in the points lead in any year, except now. No one has ever had this many points and not been in the points lead. What's up? That is because Sexton has been ultra consistent. Sexton has had one moto off the podium. He's been first or second in every moto except one. Got fourth in the first moto at Thunder Valley. So you can look at this two ways. Eli is rolling. He's got 5 moto wins and 3 overalls in a row. You know he hauls on this track. He's also very good at Washougal. Sexton's very good there also, but that's still a strength for Tomac. So he has good tracks coming up. So you would think this win streak could continue, or do you look at it like, hey, Sexton weathered a storm. He was consistent enough and had built up a big enough lead where he could absorb 5 in a row for Tomac, 5 moto wins in a row, and still hold the points lead. And maybe Tomac has a bad one, maybe he makes a mistake, maybe Sexton just gets him, and he weathered the storm. So we'll see. This is very pivotal how it's gone. We've definitely seen the 2-rider breakaway that you generally see in championship scenarios where they just have that dangling carrot of every point counts, and Sexton is doing a great job, especially at Southwick, of at least getting the second when he has to. And I think the other question coming into this weekend is, where will the Red Bull KTM riders stand? We had a big breakthrough at the last race with Aaron Plessinger, who got on the podium. And is that a springboard? We've seen a couple 450 motos from other riders this year where it didn't work out that way. What's up, gang? I got free cookies, I'm leaving. I got everything I needed. We had a couple of motos in the 450 class from a couple of riders where you're like, oh, this is the springboard, now it's on. So we got to be a little bit tempered with, is that podium at Southwick, meaning we have a whole new Plessinger and he's going to podium for the rest of the year. And in that category is Ryan Dungey, who we thought after High Point, oh, here it comes, here it comes. It didn't happen. He's still been off the podium. But today we're at Millville. Millville. That's Ryan Dungey land. This is where he's from. He's had unbelievable rides here. He's also very good at Washougal. I feel like the next 2 tracks are probably the best 2 tracks for Dunn. So if this podium's gonna happen, it's probably en route over these next 4 motos. Is it going to happen? Can he do it? Is the crowd gonna will him to it? Is the local track knowledge gonna will him to it? Is his smoothness and throttle control gonna help him at Washougal like it did back in the day? So that's really the big question. So many things happening in the sport right now, but when you come to Millville, maybe the biggest story is, can Ryan Dungey podium? Can you imagine that crowd coming unglued? How wild they will go if it happens. Just trying to make my way over to the Dunge here. So thanks for watching our show. Thanks to the folks at Honda and the all-new CRF250R. Lighter, faster, and stronger, and almost undefeated, and still leading the points, regardless of which Lawerence brother we're talking about in the 2022 season. But here's the pressure point. You know, the autograph line, the amount of fans and well-wishers and family is going to be over here is going to be huge. Can Dunge deliver? He has done very well at this track before, and we'll see if he can put that number 5 in the hunt for the podium, because it's going to be absolutely electric if he can do that. We'll find out tomorrow. Thanks for watching the Weege Show. Bonus coverage. Wait a minute. This is the story we've been tracking. I think we found the Time Master Pool pit. Let's find out. Let's see the huge crew, the huge entourage. We've heard so much about this. This is the Master Pool pit right here. Oh, we got catering and hospitality. Okay. It's healthier than the free cookies that I just got. Yeah. That is very good. So it doesn't matter what budget you're on, you still got to eat well as an athlete. Yes. Still got to do that. And this is it. Jake the mechanic. That's the crew. Do you spin any wrenches, Jerry? Or you pretty much leave it to him? It's all over there. Yeah. Do you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
It's safe hands.
Okay.
No, doing good.
Yes.
Doing good. Yeah, and the boys have been really helpful and stuff like that. It's
no, KTM is, if you got some issues, they help out a little bit? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't had any yet, but they've said like we're here to help and stuff like that. So
that's cool. Nice. So what's this bike? Is this somebody else's bike?
So that's one of the used practice bikes we got. It's just a spare part since we don't have any parts right now. Really.
Oh my gosh.
So it basically just kind of helps me be ready for whatever.
Tell me that these graphics are someone else's because it's a used bike.
Yeah.
No way. This is not your sponsors. This is just you bought a used bike and it came with graphics.
Yeah, I think the
Cycle Zone.
The Cycle Zone is a dealership that helped us get those kind of.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Are you still going with the blanks this week?
We were supposed to go with graphics, but they didn't next day air them or something like that, and we've had some last minute sponsors come on that were helping out a lot.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So we were really trying to get them on, but it looks like we may not be able to get in this one.
I hate to say it, you've branded the blank shroud so well that people might not want to see it any other way.
It's making it tough on me to make it look good, but she's running good, so we'll keep it going.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, that was a true follow-up. That was good at Southwick.
Yeah.
Not just was RedBud, which we've seen him do well before.
Yeah.
So it could be a good weekend.
Too, because we found some really good suspension changes the second moto, because it was good to hear the suspension guys say, like, man, how did you ride that first moto? Because we always look at it at the rider, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, what the heck did you do the first moto? And why did, you know?
You're the only ones, I think, that blame the rider. That's awfully noble of you guys to do that. Usually the rider's blaming the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it was good because the suspension guy, Brian Story, saw it and made some changes. And, I mean, that's his last moto show tie, you know what I mean? So.
Okay.
It was sweet.
So we got something we can work with here. This is good enough to get the job done.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
It'll have to be. If Jake does his job. If Jake does his job.
He'll do it.
Okay, this is a story everybody loves. All right, enjoy dinner, everybody, with this massive pit. This is it right here. We got an easy up.
Hey, we got an easy up and a rental car.
A rental car, a parts bike, and also a used bike. Don't complain about the sport of motocross. A used motorcycle is contending for podiums. Do that in any other motorsport. Jeez. All right, see you, everybody.
Have a good one.